Hello. What's up, X, Macaron, Nectar, Warren, Rasta, Luck, Pukabear, Jag, Saladino, Angelico, Colette, Heroes and Diamonds, Kaiser, $10, UC Top. Everybody's doing good on this Thursday, 16th of April, 2026. Play some Silksong, shall we? How am I feeling? Migraine-ish still. Fortunately, it hasn't stopped since the other day. I took an ibuprofen before stream, but I don't know. I don't know if this one's gonna be very long, but we'll see. I did want to make some progress on the game because otherwise I'm never gonna make any progress and then I'll probably stop playing. So we need to make some sort of progress. I think I'm gonna work on some of the contracts that we need to do today. The promises, sorry. I've been playing too much Marathon apparently. Okay, so this guy's in Shellwood, and those bells are above and below Bellhard. So we need to explore Bellhard. I feel like I've been through Bellhard and I didn't see them, so I'm gonna have to be a little more careful going around again. That's a Mercer, it's a Shepherd. This will eventually happen, and this is for later. Alright, let's see. Above and below. Let's start with below. Because I really want to go below. I really don't want to go below, so might as well do that first. Maybe there's one. What's up, Coilu? I don't know. The chipmunk. What's up, Lucille? Yeah, well, I don't know how long this stream is gonna be, so if I want to make some progress on the game, I gotta get into it, you know. Plus, we talked so much the other day, and I've barely done nothing but sleep since then, trying to get that migraine sorted out, that I really don't have much to talk about. That is true too, especially since right now I'm just gonna be doing some ooh, there's one. Just some like side questing, right? So very much ideal content for conversation. Okay, so they're not super visible. What I'm noticing. Did the Marathons run treat you? Pretty okay overall. I tried their new the new sponsored queue they implemented today. That was my first run of the day. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. My only issue with it is that it's forced field queue, right? You have to play with other people. It's like forced team instead of solo, which I really prefer playing solo. So it was a... Whoa, hold on. This has to be something, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, there's no way this is not a thing. So yeah, I'm not too huge of a fan of the 3v3s. Not very experienced in it. So it was a bit chaotic and scrappy. We made it out, which I thought was great. We did one of the person in the team had a specific like quest. We had to go to a certain place and everything, which was great. We focused on that because mine, I just brought the contract where I have to just kill people because I figured 3v3 is a good opportunity to do that. Turns out we didn't meet anyone. So, but yeah, it was a bit scrappy. We took it slow and, you know, it was fine. I think it's interesting to be in a queue where at least I wouldn't, like, if I was to play teams, like play, you know, teams, I think the advantage here is that you know everyone's going to be on this free kit. It's not like you're going in with a good kit and then your two teammates have, you know, free kits and then you fucking lose any fight you get into because your teammates are worth nothing, right? So at least in this case, everyone's kind of on the same sort of footing. So I do like the concept of it. It does a little bit defeat what I like in extraction shooters, which is, you know, you invest money in a run and you try to make money out of it. So yeah, I'm glad they're experimenting with other ways, and I hope it can lead people to just maybe, you know, try the game or get a bit more into the maybe those that maybe were a little bounced off of the game very early because it was too hard or something. Maybe it can bring some people back and then they will maybe get into the harder queues, you know, like the normal game mode. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My favorite way of playing is really playing solo. Which, one interesting thing that I've done lately is I bring some like green gear and then I do a couple, I go in a run with a green gear. If I make the cost of the gear back on top, right? Like if I go with like a kit worth 2k and I come back with an extra 2k on top, 4k total, right? Then I consider the kit has paid for itself. And so I either I keep some improvements that I found in Rain, right? That's the best way, like finding some upgrades in Raid and then sticking with those upgrades as you get, you know, better. Maybe if I find something like really super valuable, I'll store it in my stash just because I want to keep it for later or for something specific. But otherwise, like, I like this sort of progress. And then I'll, you know, if I keep surviving with that same kit, I like adding a few upgrades. Like right now, for instance, my current kit, I'm running like a blue backpack and a blue shield because I've survived a few times with this kit, so it kind of overpaid for itself. And so I like sort of upgrading that way. Like that's the same thing I used to do when I was playing a lot of Tarkov, you know, on PvP servers back in the day. I like sort of that upgrade. And if I lose, well, okay, well, you know, the kit already paid for itself, so it doesn't matter if I lose it, right? And if I die immediately on the first run, well, then I put together another cheap kit and I hope for the best, you know. Or if I feel particularly frustrated on a specific day, I'll run a free kit and hope I can upgrade from there and then kind of play like a roguelike, right? As long as I survive with that same kit, I keep running whatever the kit is with the upgrades that I'm getting in Raid. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm trying to not just keep my best stuff and never use it, because otherwise it's as good as gone if you never use it. It's as if you never had it in the first place, because everything's gonna wipe at some point, so. Hell yes, you know, that's nice. I've been playing a lot of Tarkov PvE as well with Poultrygeist, my good friend Poultrygeist from the old streaming days. And with whom I played a lot of Tarkov in PvP, but we're having a lot of fun in PvE. It's a lot more our speed, I think. Keep them close, stained by history, whispers of the dead. Keep them safe. Relic Seeker Scrounger. Oh yeah, that's the one that wants my relics. Sorry. Smell something on you. Heavy with the past you are. Have a relic for me, don't you? Give the relics. No, still not. What good do you think it will do you? I don't know. I should probably give them, right? There's no reason for me not to. What I need to do is I need to take notes of the relics and then give them. I think that's what I wanted to do last time and then I forgot. Oh, I need to try that new curve claw we got. I haven't tried that. Relic Seeker. What's her name? Scrounge. Scrounge. It was not last stream, but last time we played the game. Yeah, last stream didn't count. Last time we had gameplay. Yeah. Yes, I know. My experience, migraine is cured not only by pure sleep, but also sleep when it's dark. Well, that really depends on your sleep schedule, right? My normal sleep schedule is sleeping during the day, so... In fact, yesterday, I woke up, my migraine was worse than when I went to bed, and I woke up for stream, right around the time now. And I went back to sleep and I slept all through the night. And I woke up in the morning and it was even worse, so, you know. There's literally no difference sleeping during the day or sleeping during the night, as long as, one, you have a blackout curtain, which is the case, right? My room is literally just as dark in the day as in the night. It's bright outside right now. The sun's literally hitting the roof right now. Right? And you can see, that's how dark my room is. So that's not a problem for me. But yeah, there's no... and so as long as you have that, and as long as your sleep, like, your schedule is regular, there's just literally no difference. I take supplements, Credo. Also, I see the sun every day. You might not believe, but I do see the sun every day. I'm sure in fact, I'm sure I get more sun than most people who work in an office. Apparently, natural sleep schedule for most people is supposed to be 4 hours and 1-2 hours in meditation, like waking, then 4 hours sleep again. Interesting. I don't think that's... I'm not doubting that data, but that's not quite what... what was his name? Matthew Walker from the University of Berkeley, I think. You know, prominent expert on sleep, has an excellent book, which is called Why We Sleep. Very, very interesting. They were making, like, you know, like really top level research on sleep for a very, very long time, and apparently, according to their research, most people need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. and only a very, very small minority of people have like a mutated gene that allows them to get the proper amount of rest in less than 6 hours. But it's an extremely, extremely tiny, percentage of the population. It's just that we humans are way too good at getting used to a horrible state of sleeplessness. So we think we can just sleep 6 hours a night and be fine, or even less, because we forget what it feels like to be actually properly rested. And then we die way too young. Bullvine, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub. 9 months, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Less money for Jeff, more money for me. Thank you, Bullvine. You will be a member. But yeah, I also think, you know, it also depends, like, the sort of, you know, we talk about natural rhythms. We don't live like humans did, you know, in the prehistoric age, right? So all of those, a lot of those concepts maybe not applied to us anymore. It's not okay for your melatonin production cycle. Well, again, melatonin, you know, it's part of your circadian rhythms and all that. A typical person following a normal schedule will, you know, have their melatonin rise and lower depending on their sleep schedule. You could completely switch your sleep schedule around and your melatonin production would adapt, right? That's how it works. It is just, there's a correlation between that and the sun going down, because that's what we, you know, that's the way most people live, but it's not directly connected. Your body just knows, you know, when you're supposed to go to sleep, because you're on a schedule. You have a circadian rhythm that's fixed. For me, not a problem. I do have melatonin deficiency. I've had that for most of my life. I have what's called non-24 sleep disorder, which means my natural rhythm doesn't follow the normal 24-hour schedule, which typically is something that's found in blind people, believe it or not, because they're on the natural sort of passage of time with the day and night cycle doesn't affect them as much. For me, it might be self-inflicted from my the way I was doing my sleep schedule when I was a teenager already. Yeah, I would wager a lot of people with similar sort of occupations and stuff have sort of developed that disorder. For me, it comes from way before the streaming thing. It was when I was a teenager, I would have a normal schedule during the week, and as soon as the weekend would arrive, I would stay up all night. And I think that's where, I don't know for a fact, because there's no way of really knowing, but I'm pretty sure that's how my circadian rhythm got completely thrown out of balance, and my melatonin production is completely, naturally, almost inexistent. Which is why I take supplements. And, yeah. I do take melatonin at the same time every day to sort of, like, you know, simulate the natural production of it. Yep. Anyway, not very interesting, but all this to say, when I sleep's not the problem. The inconsistency is the problem. When I'm on my normal schedule, which again is sleeping during the day and being awake during the night, but I have a regular sleep schedule, I manage to maintain a regular sleep schedule, it's typically great. Actually, I think I need the icon with it. It's kind of annoying. Do I need... Yeah, I think I need to do it in 2 things. But as soon as my schedule is irregular, which it has been lately, then it becomes hell. The problem is it's a compounding thing, right? Because obviously if I have very violent migraines and I try to sleep them off, then I'm throwing my sleep schedule off again even more. Oh yeah, bit of an issue. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. Can I stack all this? Ugh! Awful. But if I do it like that, yes. Perfect. The Braidwood. But yeah, someone... Who was it? Chipmunk? Oh no, Torny. Yeah, Torny mentioned it makes sense for a percentage of the population to be night owls if we are, again, thinking about hunters and gatherers times, which I don't think it applies necessarily to our current world, but I like the theory of it. Yeah, I would be one of these for sure. I like the night. The temperature, yeah. My favorite sleeping temperature is about 18 degrees. Which, outside of summer months, you know, the rough summer months we're approaching very fast right now, typically I manage to get very easily. But yeah, I think a lot of the stigma of, you know, sleeping during the day and being awake during the night, and the fact that a lot of people think that, oh, it's probably bad for you, right, comes from 2 things. First of all, it's abnormal. And like everything that's abnormal, people think it's bad for you. And second of all, it's because a lot of people who do that kind of stuff, I'm thinking like bakers or whatever, right? The real struggle is that most of them try to still have a social life outside of that. So maybe when they're not working, they'll try to be awake during, you know, the day with their families or friends or whatever, and that's when the real issue arises, right? When you're constantly like switching and losing sleep over it and doing this whole kind of stuff. Bakers, yeah, bakers, at least in Switzerland, most bakers work during the night. Is that not the that's the word, right? Bakers? The people who make bread? Am I confused? That's true, Rasta, exactly. Yeah. Again, say you have a family and you know, you're a baker, you know, it's trying to sleep during the day when you came back from work, when maybe your kids are around or something like that, you know. That's when the problems arise. If you are like me and you have the opportunity to have a perfectly regular nightly schedule, totally fine. Again, as long as you make sure to have at least a little bit of sun and you know, yeah. And I do, again, I do. I get sun when I wake up and I get sun before I go to bed. But when I say before I go to bed, I mean the hour, like the late hours of the day for me are sunny hours, which, you know, is great. I like it. I see the sun in the morning when it comes up. I see the sun when I wake up. Again, like I always say, I probably see more sun than many people who work in offices. What's up, Shazar? How are you doing today? But yeah, anyway. I'm sorry, X. I don't mean to sound defensive of my, you know, but I always get a little defensive when people are like, oh, you know, the reasons why you are suffering from migraines is because you do this or this or this, you know. No, I've had migraines since I was a fucking kid. But I have chronic migraines. That. It is just my my fate in life. And I've learned to deal with them for, and I mean that not in an aggressive way or anything, but I've learned to deal with them for longer than you've been alive. Yeah, Khaled. I'm looking, I will say the past few weeks there's been like there's been an increase, and I can't really assess if my sleep has been that off, which it might very well be. I've been gaming more than usual outside of stream, I feel. It's been a bit all over the place. And I failed to sort of keep my normal sleep schedule. I've been a lot more irregular than I usually am. But I'm still, you know, worried about the increase of, because it's rare that for like 2 weeks it's almost a never-ending, at least lingering headache. At best, it's a lingering headache, and then it goes into like full-blown migraines like every couple of days, which that's pretty rare. So my goal now is to fix my sleep schedule first, to isolate that variable. And if once that is fixed, shit doesn't get better, I'm probably gonna have to go, you know, get a sleep study. I don't know, you know, maybe as I get older, maybe some sleep apnea could be more of a problem. I don't know. You know, I want to rule out... First, I want to rule out the main trigger, which is, you know, irregular sleep. And then if it keeps happening, I'm going to have to see my doctor and actually, you know, figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not ideal for sure. Intar. Like right now, the you know, like I said, I took an ibuprofen before stream, so I feel like it's sort of helping. You know, it wasn't too bad. Like yesterday when I woke up, it was really bad. Like today, it's been more like a lingering sort of state. I can tell like when it's just lingering in a. I've said that the other day as well, but it's like sort of that state of where I'm waiting to see which way it's gonna turn, right? I feel like the light sensitivity is higher today. You might see me like, you know, sort of like what's the verb again? No, not frown. Squint. Thank you. You might see me squint more than usual today because like I can tell the light sensitivity is a bit higher than it was like the other day, for instance. But yeah. How are you today, Captain Nax? I feel, no disrespect, but I feel like you weren't listening 5 minutes ago when I addressed you directly. Might be my bad. Okay, so I'll give you the short version. I've been dealing with this stuff and learning how to manage it for longer than you've been alive. I do not require any help. Thank you. The music in this place is fantastic, by the way. Jesus. I think this might be my second favorite track of the soundtrack after Greymoor. Yeah, the bells are so freaking good. Yeah, there's that part like sort of like the, you know, like the peak of the song or something. Really good. Yeah, no worries, X. Good luck with work. And again, I don't mean it in an aggressive way. I just like the phrasing of, you know, I've been doing this for longer than you've been alive. Always, as an old man, I feel like it's my privilege to be able to finally do that. No, but it's just, you know. I don't need backseat lifing, I guess, is the, the conclusion. Yeah, the swell in the middle end of the loop. Yeah. Alright, so I wonder, is it gonna give all the things at the same time? Chafeta! This fits my collection well. Look at what I have. Oh shit! That gave me a shit ton of beads. Wait, that's not the same description. Whoa. The Bone Scroll, faded parchment containing the last words of a lost pilgrim. I die here in the damn dark. Rather I die here in the damn dark than join those poor sods, trapped to stumble, aimless and empty, till their limbs fall to dust. Okay, so I gotta add that to the list, right? Oh man, this is so good. directly adds under the thing. I love Scapple. Scapple is such a great software. Anyway. Oh, we probably haven't made any progress since last you were here, Braibu. The slab's still the last sort of real progress we've made. I've been... You know, last week I haven't streamed at all. This week has been pretty irregular, so... But I'll show you the map, yeah. Carving of Camorra, Weaver of Healing. A prayer is etched upon it. Weaver, heal my sons. Their fearful hearts, their limbs that shake at the climb to come. We pray, gift but a glimmer of your strength, that when we stand before your divinity, you see bugs shed free of fear. Interesting. Decree of the Citadel. Dirty and worn. Full chamber to the kingdom of the white worm. Claim the weaver in half part. Last of their line sent strong with silk. Resistance anticipated quell with rune cage. I'm pretty sure that's about me. Full chamber to the kingdom of the white worm. The kingdom of the white worm, I'm pretty sure is Hollow Nest. Last of their line, that's us, I'm pretty sure. Claim the weaver in half part. Interesting. So that was sort of like, that was the order that sent them after us, I'm guessing. Oh, is that the bottom? There's a thing here. What? Scapple, please. You cannot be serious. That's better. That's so funny. Did you see how it like added? Oh, maybe you didn't see because of the way I set it up, but it slowly increased the size of the canvas when I repositioned it. That was very funny. Like I could see the elevator on the side like just sort of move. What's it called? The elevator? Showed for you too? Okay, nice. That was really funny. That's the first time I see Scapple do like a slow, you know, like... That was funny. Rune Harp. Words of a weaver from the nest beneath Bone Bottom. Hide her deep, the despised child, her shame shown in shell of iron. She is a wish cast vain, divinity mimicked in form too frail. I think that's about maybe that creature we found in the Weave Nest Atla. I mean, that's where we found it, I think, right? The Rune Harp, so yeah. Our shame shown in shell of iron. Hide her deep, the despised child. Wish cast vain, divinity mimicked, form too frail. I wonder if they tried to, like... Okay, that... Very much complete speculation. Bring me more the relics of the past, records, seals, idols. Gather up the history of the world and hoard it here, nice and safe. Love that. Favorite character in the game already. I love a good guardian of lore. I wonder, big speculation, but I wonder if they like the Weaver disappeared. And they tried to recreate the Weavers, you know, like divinity. How did they phrase it? A wish cast vain, divinity mimicked in a form too frail. So they tried to recreate a Weaver, maybe through experiments or whatever, and then it turns out the body was too fragile to maybe contain that power or something, and so it wouldn't work, so they had to put it in that sort of like, it's almost like an iron lung, right? You know, she can only survive in this sort of container.
Yanara.
Which again is very like Akira coded, which seems to be like an inspiration in terms of that sort of visual of a secret child, you know, with great power held up in a super technological container or something. If I happen upon more curiosities of this kingdom's past, I may visit again. Until that time, keep yourself safe. Well, that was cool. I like that. All Blaine's honed perfect as can be. Esquera. Up here in that citadel, the fabled oil is waiting. Oh yeah, that's the... I'll find the oil master. Yep. Hey! There's that nerd. In this moment, I have no more items to trade. Perhaps if we meet again on the roads, I'll have crafted new gear. Okay. I love that her song's actually her song, right? I know that what I just said make, you know, Captain Obvious, but you know what I mean. It's actually the song she's been singing, which makes me, I need to get more Silk. I want to make her sing for a while. Let's go home. Oh, I'm using Silk by running. Shit. Oh. The restoration of Belhard, Pavo of Belhard. Hearken ye holy, our home has been cleansed of evil, but now we are tasked with restoring its former glory. Share your rosaries with us so that the work may begin. Sure. I have so much rosaries. Please. I wonder what that's gonna change. Is that Pavo? That's Pavo, right? Yeah, okay. You better have a better contractor than Flick. I don't want that money to go to waste. Discipline and skill. That's really cool. I like that song with the little melody. Kind of works. It's not slander if it's true. That's true. I feel like this part. No! This part reminds me of another track from another video game. I don't know what it is. I mean, it could be a lot of things. Maybe it's not from another game. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it reminds me of Disarm by the Smashing Pumpkins. Could be. By the way, how good was that cover of the Smashing Pumpkins that we listened to during the intro today? That was Drown, covered by Alice Glass from Crystal Castles fame. I discovered that the other day and I was like, holy fuck, that's one of the best covers of the Smashing Pumpkins I've ever heard. The bells remind you of Christmas? I mean, it does have a little bit of a Christmassy vibe like that. You know that song in the Home Alone soundtrack at the end when he's running back home and the bells are ringing and all that? It kind of has that a bit of that vibe to it, but yeah, it's definitely not what that reminds me of. Like, I mean, obviously I hear it, but I do feel like it reminds me of something else, which might be a song in a video game. Only 4? There's no way. That's the 4th I find today. I already had 1. Maybe not. Maybe I only found 3. Fuck. I've never played Professor Layton, so that means nothing to me, but I believe you guys. I don't know if there could be something from Nier. Nier does like to use bells here and there, right? Maybe that could be a thing too. I don't know. 5? Yeah, predictable. Yeah. Silver bells. Silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Speaking of Christmas songs, right? Dum 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 dum. Well, that's a bummer, because I feel like I've been everywhere, and I definitely haven't found everything, so... Nerd. Miss Pookums, how are you doing today? I am not too great. I've been migraine-ish for a couple weeks now, and today is not too great, but I did want to stream and play a little bit of the game, so here I am. How are you? How many are we at? I think we're missing 2. Yeah, 4. What the fuck? I just killed... Oh, that's another one? Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Also, those bell sounds when you kill those enemies are not the most pleasant right now. Neither are those. Very, very bright. Okay, where else could it be? I mean, I guess there could be some in, there could be some in the... Maybe in some of those buildings? No, I mean it would show. You would see the thing. Oh, that goes outside. So it has to be underground then. I mean, unless I've missed something above, but I feel like I've been pretty thorough above. I don't know. Any more? What does it say? Belvane tunnels above and below. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Back in the marrow. I thought maybe there was a little passage under there, but nah. So hard to keep track of where I've been and where I've not been. Yeah, no, I think... Wherever those last two are, I just don't know. Can't figure it out. Yeah, I don't know. Goes to Shellwood. Ow. Why is that? Are you asking why an expression is an expression? Why is bell end more... Why would you question that more than dickhead, for instance? It's just expressions. Never heard of a bell end? Yeah, sometimes they write it in like one word, bell end, right? But it's a bell end. Yeah. Oh, there's one. What? There's no way I missed that one earlier. Are they spawning when you go back in the area? Are they like randomly spawning places? Now I'm thinking they randomly spawn when you go somewhere. Right, every time you go in the area, they randomly spawn one somewhere. I don't know. If that's the case, that's really dumb. I don't like it. But I could just have missed it. That's possible too. Ow. Oh my god, why am I playing like garbage? Just sit on that one for a sec. Yeah, so if my theory is correct, and man, it would suck, but that means now if I go down, I'll find the last one. And I really hope that's not how it works. That would be unfortunate. Oh, maybe this guy could have one. No, it's the same thing. Yeah, there is no way I missed that one earlier. I went through this place several times. So the way it works, my deduction is that you go down, it spawns 2, you go up, it spawns 2, you go down again, it spawns 2, or whatever. I don't know, maybe I did miss it, but I feel like I was literally there earlier, because the dude... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just missed them. I'm not my most attentive today. But yeah, I really hope it's not a randomly spawning mechanic every time you go up and then down and forcing you to just... That would be really bad. Oh, fuck off. Am I maxed out on rosaries? Oh boy, hold on. Oh! That is disgusting. Well, that pains me deeply. Yeah, I agree. No such thing as soft spoilers around here. Everything that I don't know is a spoiler. In fact, I would go as far as to say that even though it was funny, Bryboot's comment from earlier is technically a spoiler. Mentioning someone that's not in the game gives information about what the content of the game is. So, you don't know. Maybe I was holding hope for a place called Bellend. I wasn't, but I could have been. Now I feel like I can't have 20 because what if I win another one? No, I don't think so, buddy, because I think I was at 19, maybe. I don't think I had 20 yet. I wonder that, but that's part of what I'm wondering is what happens if I'm already full and I'm getting a reward of a rosary necklace? Does it just give me the beads instead? It almost makes me want to stay at 20 to see what happens. Because I'm curious. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stay at 20 and next time we win a rosary necklace, I want to see what happens. Curiosity is worth more, like, the answer to that question is worth more than 120 beads. No, I had so many beads that I just turned them into necklaces because I figured, even though I'm losing 15% doing that, you know, it's a little bit of safety because I have so many beads. I just have nothing to spend them on right now. How much have I bought? I don't know. We were at like 3.5k, I think, the other day, and I bought all the way down to like 600. Maybe a little less than 3.5. I don't remember. But yeah, I must have bought like, I don't know, 15 of them at least. I could still use the other rosary thing, but you lose a bit more doing that. Yeah, I just have nothing to buy right now. I literally have bought out every fucking store in the game. So far. Okay, next mission. Tip was last seen in Lower Shelwood. Okay, let's find Tip. Have you found the game difficult at all, or are you just having the reverse opposite playthrough of most people? No, I haven't found it particularly difficult. I can tell it's a little harder than the first one from the get-go, right? I don't think it's as hard as the hardest parts of the first one so far, but I can tell it starts harder. And you know, there's like a little bit more speed to the game, and it just the bosses are a little bit more demanding from the get-go. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't found it very challenging so far, yeah. Yes, you know, that was funny. I remember that. You're on the sunny side of the bus? I don't even know what that means. More gauntlets? Yeah, but they're not very difficult. They're just annoying. I don't know. my understanding of difficulty in video games is skewed a little bit, I think. But as far as the beats go, I mean, I've just been backtracking like a madman too, which, you know, probably led to me having way more money than most people would at this point in the game. And I just haven't lost them outside. I think I've lost my silk once, my cocoon once. So obviously that helps too, you know. Ow! Fucking asshole. Oh. Ooh, nice. We're actually tracking that nerd. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I don't think I'm like, you know, I don't think I'm needlessly grinding enemies. I've done it like once at the beginning of the game when I first found Chakra, I think. And then we've done a lot of experimenting also, right? Yeah, you're right. You know, like the testing in the lab, quote unquote, has obviously led to quite a few hundreds, I think. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it feels like resources are just abundant. Like I get drowned in them. You rarely skip enemies? Yeah, that's true. I do the same thing in Souls games. I know a lot of people, like I'm watching people play Souls games, sometimes they're just running past enemies when, you know, on their second passage to an area or when they run to a boss. I don't do that. I just kill everything. Every fucking time. I don't know. Feels more complete. Yeah, Brightwood? Interesting. I do not like the gauntlets as a concept. I think they're fine like in the arena in Hollow Knight. I thought that was fine. Other than that, I mean, a few small ones, like there's an area in Hollow Knight where you get two big guys like in a room that closes on you, that's fine, right? But like, just getting that typical gauntlet again and again, it just, yeah, I'm not a fan. It makes me feel like I'm getting robbed of a boss fight every time there's one, which I know is not the case, but I would rather just not have anything than just a normal enemy or a strong enemy or something. This gives me a 60 year, right? Yeah, rosary string. Yeah. It's just fine. Let's just max out on every fucking rosary in the game and then we can just not do anything else but stockpile, I guess. I'll keep a bit of liquid on me. I don't want a boss fight every time. I do though. I would rather have a boss fight than another freaking gauntlet. Boss fights are fun, gauntlets are just annoying. Okay, I feel like I'm being taken for a fool right now. Oh. Oh, there we go. No, absolutely, Quasi. I understand it's not possible to have a boss fight every time, but then I'd rather have nothing, or just a, you know, a strong enemy or something. Oh my god. Careful now. Not too hasty now. Bring it now, bring it now. Not too slowly now. Death Stranding bug. I haven't played Death Stranding, but I get the joke. Courier tip. Those horrible beastie beasts are gone. Much and many thanks for you, mighty warrior. It was a simple thing, small bug. I assume you are Tip, the courier. Frey, the Bellheart trader, seemed concerned for your safety and the cargo you carry. She sent you, bah. She needs to learn a little patience. I'm has barely been away, but still, it's lucky for me you came. I haven't played Death Stranding, no. Kind of want to play it on stream, but I don't know. Yeah, no, I mean, that one's great, Chipmunk, because it has a nice little twist, right? Which makes it worthwhile. But you could have had just that one and, you know, it would have had the same effect. I don't think the repetition of the gauntlets is necessary for that one to have such an impact. I don't think. I'm Isby off now. That old grubby grub in the bell will come after me herself if she not get her goods. You could have done that. Also, why the fuck kind of route were you taking? You were going away from... I'm not gonna question it. I feel like the fastest way to go back is to go to Bone Bottom right now. Yeah, that's not what the feeling it's giving me, UC Top. To me, it's giving me the feeling of, oh, I'm playing a video game. There's no sense of, you know, organic positions of enemies, and it's very video game-ish, which I'm not a huge fan of. What the fuck is going on? Is that a funeral for Pilby? That is so sad. Also, yeah, what a way for me to find this. That is so funny. Oh, I'm not, JR. I have my migraine's getting even worse now. But I'm just surviving because I wanted to make some progress in the game. I was worried that if I wasn't gonna stream and make some progress today, considering how little I've made in the past couple weeks, I was just gonna give up on the game eventually. So I don't want that because I really enjoy the game. Yeah, I'll drop the funeral. One of them has a really beautiful voice. I think it's the one that's holding Pilby. Won't that make place for the argument that the same respawning enemies in each area after res benches are just as bad? No, not really, because there's... okay, here's, you know, the way I'm looking at it. And I feel the same about, like, Souls games, for instance, which are very much using that mechanic as well, right? But many games do, right? Most games, you leave an area, you come back, there's respawning enemies or whatever, or even, you know, MMOs with enemy respawning, or whatever the reason may be. There is a certain suspension of disbelief that you can accept while still maintaining your immersion. We know we're playing a video game, right? Like, it's great when the game manages to make you forget that you're playing a video game, but at the end of the day, yeah, you're, you know, playing a video game. So when you sit at a bench, or when you rest at a bonfire in a Souls game, or when you restart a level, or whatever, you sort of accept the idea that the enemies are there, right? It's part of the sort of suspension of disbelief, I guess. But to me, it's just the oh, we're gonna lock you in a room and there's gonna be waves of spawning enemies one after the other. To me, it's like an extreme version of the enemies in Assassin's Creed that just surround you and attack you one after the other, instead of all attacking you at the same time, roughly. They're not strategizing, it's just like waves. You can, like, it hits you in the face with how much of a video game it is. I don't know, obviously there's a certain subjectivity to this, right? Not everyone's gonna feel the same way about it, but for me, respawning enemies don't bother me. Gauntlets, on the other hand, feel extremely video gamey. Yeah, but to me it doesn't feel like an ambush. It feels like a video game troll. If you wanted to feel like an ambush, you would need to... You know what feels like an ambush? When you fall into one of those traps that, you know, I fell into a number of times and they just trap you and then the enemies attack you. That feels like an ambush. That feels organic and interesting and sort of immersive with the game world. Not, oh, both sides of the room are gonna lock again, which I can tell from a mile away because it fucking looks like it, and there's no way for me to go around it. I have to fall into the fucking trap, and the doors are gonna close, and then the enemies are gonna come in waves, and then it's gonna be, you know, this sort of very arbitrary, sort of very gamey system. I don't... It's not interactive. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to fall into the trap. Bosses are a massive video game trope doesn't make it bad. Of course not. I think that you're missing the point. Most things in this video game are tropes. certain things feel more well implemented than others. Some things feel more natural, more organic, more... I don't know what the correct term would be, but... And I guess a simple way to illustrate the difference between the way the bosses or even like regular traps or anything are implemented is that there's something natural about them. Fourth chorus, you could see them in the back. You knew it was going to be a boss, but it's suddenly like you come back and it animates and this whole fantastic thing. Another boss just jumps out of, you know, the outside of the screen and starts attacking you. Another one comes out of the ground. Another one was already in the room singing, waiting for you to arrive. There's always a different sort of way it's happening. There's it all feels unique to the character you're facing. The gauntlets are always the same. Doors close, waves of enemies one after the other until you finally defeat it, and it's the same effect every time, and then you can move on. It's the repetition of like something that is formatted in the same way every time. It doesn't feel unique to the characters, the enemies in question, the area in question. It always feels the exact same. It feels very mechanical, not mechanical, very sort of like, I don't know what the term I'm looking for is, but it's, I guess mechanical, but not in the sense of, you know, artificial, maybe. Yeah. It's, yeah, it just formulaic, maybe. Yeah. That's why the you know, so, I think Chipmunk mentioned the gauntlet with Chakra's arrival. That one was fun because there was something a little bit more unique about it, right? But that was specifically that sort of outcome. Like it felt like, oh man, shit, that fucking gauntlet's pretty hard and I'm getting overwhelmed, and then suddenly Chakra arrives and it's a big whoa, you know, like that was cool. But the Basilisk, how are you doing today? Psycho Rider, good to see you. Okay, I feel horrible, but what if I got him? I'm worried. I'm worried about doing it. Well, yeah, I mean the killing the warden one, that one was fun, but it didn't really. That one was, again, like that one's an exception, right? There are a few exceptions. I get that. I don't think it justifies all of the other ones. If you removed all the random ones that are happening in the middle of exploring a level for no reason, really, and you only kept the cool ones, you keep the one where Chakra comes and helps you, the one where you snap the head of the warden. You keep those things, right? And you remove all the extra ones that seemingly happen for no reason in the middle of a fucking stage. That would be so much better to me. Well, yeah, but you can have that without having a gauntlet, Cocainum. You could have literally those enemies work together normally in the stage and just, you know, being there. It doesn't have to be a gauntlet. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a lot of wishes yet, but I can already tell, like, the one with the bell wasn't very interesting, and, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, generally I think that having something that motivates you to backtrack and at the same time you can check a few other areas maybe, or... I don't think it's a bad idea, but yeah, I mean... It feels like the quality of those things is a bit uneven, right? And that's, I guess, my general impression of the game so far is that I feel like Hollow Knight was more consistently good all the time. The highs of Silksong are better. From, again, the limited experience I have with Silksong, like the highs are higher, but there are also a few lower lows than Hollow Knight ever had. It's a bit more an uneven game, I guess, so far. Systematizing Silksong compared to more organic and unstructured in Hollow Knight. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone is free to have their different opinions. I'm just voicing mine because this is my platform. Obviously, I have a microphone. My opinion's gonna be louder than everyone else's. But it doesn't mean that I'm right. It's just an opinion. So, feel free to disagree. Poor little PLB. Alright, let's see. What ritual calls you all together, pilgrim? Our brother, this poor wretch in my arms, has walked his last aching step. Gather here to sing him farewell, mourn our great loss. For though, as pilgrims, we aim our sights high and never waver from our path, the loss of a brother or sister still stops our trembling limbs in place. Sing, brothers and sisters, sing and drown out this burdensome sorrow. Oh. Sorry, had to sneeze. Sing out the name of this poor pilgrim whose journey had nary begun. Who here knows the name of this little pilgrim? Oh no, I know the name! It's so heartbreaking.
That's fine.
Nobody knew his name except me. I love how they all stop. That's kind of cool. Pilby. This pilgrim's name was Pilby. Thank you for sharing, sister. For the honorable and steadfast Pilby, we will sing. Sing for our brother who has died a devout death, all his pains and torments left behind, like the dust shrugged, the traveler's shawl. Some wholesome. Farewell, little pilgrim. May your shell harden the path for others to tread. I'm sorry, that's kind of a little bit unceremonious, but the point. Little song for Pilby. Wait, wasn't there where the bridge was built? What if I didn't break it? Yeah, that was where the bridge was built. Oh. Hello, you.
Jo, Manel.
Well. Poor Pilby has moved on. Okay, now I'm sorry, but I'm kind of curious. Pilby! I mean, it's a nice place for him to rest, I think. It's quite beautiful here. But... we'll pay him a visit again in the future. Yeah, it's a cool spot. Beautiful little spot. We'll have to pay him a visit down the line, see if something changes around. Maybe, I don't know, a plant starts growing or something. That'd be cool. There are worse places to rest, I agree. Can I? Yeah. We don't have to do the whole thing again anymore. We can just jump now. Very useful. Well, that was nice. I did not expect that. That's really cool. Oh yeah, that bench is barely holding it together. Back to Belhart. I want to see if something happened with the courier. Go there. I did break the bridge by hitting it, yeah. I was testing the sturdiness of Flick's bridge, and it failed my test extremely quickly. Greetings again, shopkeeper. Your shelves are looking better stocked. I see the courier made their way back to you safely.
Hello there.
How many hits did it take? Not very many, like, I don't know. Less than 10, if I remember. I don't remember, but not very many. Less than it should have is the correct answer. The cheeky little so-and-so came by and dropped his cargo off at last. Poor dear was so shaken by his misadventure, I almost didn't have the heart to dock his earnings. All's well now, though. Take a look at the lovely new goods I have available. Oh boy, we have opportunities to spend our money. Beautiful. Multi-binder. I rarely sell objects as intriguing as this, supposed to improve a bug's natural ability to heal. Can't say I've felt its effect myself, but I keep more healthy than most. Ooh. I wonder how that works. Okay, let's ah, shit. Was it here? No. I think I forgot to... I must have messed something here and removed the name accidentally. But that can be her because it's not the same rosaries. Well, that's okay. Let's do it like this. Don't remember her name. She doesn't tell me her name. Let's see. Bellheart Merchant. Okay, and then the spool fragment. Bum, 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 bum. And then those two things which are repeatable. Maybe not this one. This one for sure. Doesn't matter too much. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see the notes. My bad. I don't remember who that was. For a spool bearing no silk, it's surprisingly heavy. Do you think perhaps it could be a gift left behind by the old creepy ones? Alright. Bigger spool. Well done. And now 880. I need 560. Ah! Alright, let's see. I need to try this. Arch sharp bone used by hunters to take down flying preys. That's interesting. I'll replace this one for now. I do like my protection. And let's go experiment. And to understand how that thing works. Oh shit! It's a boomerang. We're in Zelda suddenly, all of a sudden. I could have guessed with the shape, but for some reason it didn't occur to me that it was gonna be a boomerang. Alright. Alright, now... Oh. Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure how it works. It feels like it heals me for 4, but in like 2 different instances. It's like two by 2. Which makes me wonder, like, if I was missing more than that, would it heal me? Okay, let's see. Like, if I'm missing 3 HP. Right. So it heals 4 total in instances of 2 instead of... Let's see. It's like if I'm missing 5 HP. Yeah. I wonder, hold on. Maybe it's a matter of the maximum amount of silk I had. Oh my god. Okay, so if I max out my silk completely, the bison, down to 1 HP. It's just 4. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it takes a little longer. Whoa. No, you little shit. Oh. Nothing that will change that. I'm a lifelong catcher. Heading out across the pond. Yeah, you told me that before. I mean, obviously getting a little more, you know, getting an extra heal per charge of silk is, I mean, it's not negligible, obviously. I'm wondering, like, I mean, obviously with the bell, I mean, I'm protected, so in case we get hit, you know. I think there's an interesting synergy with the warding bell and the multi-binder, for sure. Because you kind of sort of circumvent the effect of, I mean, the downside of that it takes a little longer is counteracted by the protection you get a little bit. Though you do want the heal, you don't want to get hit, so it doesn't really change that much. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to know if I value an extra point of healing as opposed to it taking marginally longer and potentially, you know, making it easier to get cancelled. It's really hard to quantify. Also, the fractured mask is really good. I think it's... Yeah, I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. God, that track is so good. Boom, 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 boom. An interesting thing, though, is if you get interrupted after the first part of the heal, you still get a part of it. And the warding bell still protects you and damages the enemies. So you get like a diminished heal that almost seems like it's coming out faster. I wonder if that's true. Because if the first half of the heal comes out slightly faster, then I can see the value with the warding bell. Of getting half my... I'm getting one less point, but it's coming out fast and then I'm protected in case I get cancelled. Nah. It comes out at the same timing. It's strictly added time, I think. Ren... Douche. Douche. Yeah, in that case, I guess I'd rather take the 3 points, I guess. Be back in action faster, gain Silk again, eventually heal again. Hold on. I can verify that science. Hold on. That's way too far back. Hold on, what the fuck? Oh my lord. There you go. Okay, so this is the first test. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At around 8, it starts triggering. I think 9, 10, between 9 and 10 clicks is when it actually gives you HP. Okay. Trigger 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, okay. It's slightly longer. Not by a lot, but it's a little bit longer, it seems like. Huh. Okay. Hmm. So it seems like okay, the first trigger of the healing happens a few frames earlier. I don't think it's enough of a difference to make me wanna... I don't know. It's like the fractured mask is basically an extra HP. Non-healable extra HP. Hmm. You know what? I'll run with it a little bit and see how it feels. I think that's the best way to... Oh, hey, here's that guy. Miss Saving, thanks again for you and your big blade. I Miss made it back and Grumpy Grub got her goods. She seemed happy even. I won't be traveling out for a while, methinks. Too many beasties. All about days are, even those pilgrims. All now going angry, a bit like old Grub.
Buenera.
This town remains safe for the moment, Tip. You're a smart bug to stay within its walls. This town feels safe, just, but I miss worries for others. Its farlooms needing its goods. Many bugs helped by us couriers, me and my brother Pill. Tip and Pill. Special now when danger grows big. Alright, well, we're done with quests. Now we need to figure out where to go next. We have the blasted steps, we have the warm ways, which I'm not excited at all. And then we have the Sinner's Road, whatever's up here, but I think that's gonna wait for sure. I kinda wanna go to Sinner's Road. I don't know why. This seems exciting. I mean, I could get the worm ways out of the way because I hate that fucking place, but... Ouch. Sorry about that. Hit my mic. Izog, thank you for the 6 months. Your one, I appreciate it. Thank you. Izog, you will be remembered. Izog, Asog, Ysog, Nysog. I don't know. It's a weird name anyway. Not saying that in a bad way, it's just a weird name. Pretty interested with Sinner's row, if I'm honest, but because it feels like the blasted step's gonna, you know, sort of progress. This feels more like a side thing, maybe. I should really clear the fucking worm ways. God, I don't want to go there. Arrgh. Get him up! Why don't I want to go to the warm ways? It looks miserable and dark and scary. Koro! But I'll go. We gotta get it over with anyway, so. That's the vomit bug way, right? Oh my god. Ouch. See? Oh my god, I'm already seeing the benefits. Ouch. Ha ha ha. I need to heal though. Shit. Fuck you. I could have done that a lot earlier. But I was in such a hurry to escape this thing that I never thought about fighting back. Alright, what did we get? A beast shard. Chunk of hardened material found in the shells of great beasts. Can be broken into individual shell shards for use in crafting. Breaks into 140 shell shards. Okay, well. I should have made that thing sing. I do forget to make my enemies sing in this game. Alright, well. Warm ways, here we come, I guess. God, this place is miserable. And we don't have a map. Pretty sure we've been down there, right? Juicy. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, down there we've been. Ow. 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 Oh god, I'm gonna die! So much more welcoming now. Aim. What's up, Solid Snake? I am not sure what that message means. Guess what? Are you trying to write guess what? Is it just a spelling mistake that you repeated twice? Which leads me to believe you don't know how to write the word guess? Which is okay, you know, not everyone speaks English. Guess what indeed? Yeah, I don't know, is that a name? Who's Gus what? Gustaffer. I don't know, Solid Snake. I feel like I don't care, but what am I supposed to guess? That's a little annoying. There's definitely one of those weave nests up there, but it doesn't look like I can access it unless I can somehow... Yeah, $10. We already have a Solid Snake, we don't need a second one. And to come from above, I guess. I need to think. Yeah, I relate with Zigward, Sigmayer, and all that. Like that most relatable character for me in Dark Souls, for sure. He also reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. Love Winnie the Pooh when I was younger. And the timing on those things is pretty tight. Like they're not falling slowly. Shit. Watch the Soviet version. There's a Soviet version? How is it different to the normal version? Our favorite cartoon comrade. Oh man. No, but you see, Colette, back to that interaction. One of the reasons why I'm not entertaining it very much is what I was expecting and what I'm afraid of in situations like that is that someone's like, oh, guess what? I just defeated name of super hard boss or final boss or whatever, right? Maybe it had nothing to do with that, but, you know, someone coming randomly in a specific game's channel, you would assume it, you know, it could be some like that, right? So that's why I didn't want to entertain it too much. Though, I'm sure the mods would have reacted very fast, but... Ah! Damn it. You know, I'm starting to like the multi-binder. I'm already a fan. I've been convinced. At least when it comes to exploration, that shit's really good because it's just more HP per charges, right? And you can do it safely. When it comes to boss fights, not sure it's ideal, but we'll see. God damn it, I'm playing so poorly right now. Yeah, for me, it's either... The first thing I'm going to say in the channel is always going to be hello, or it's going to be something that I think is funny, based on something that's just happened in the game or whatever, right? Or a reaction to something that's happening in the game. That could be my first message as well. Then followed by hello once the streamer acknowledges it, right? Okay. Get him out!
Get him up!
Brava! Oh, hello, doctor. Oh.
Escape even death. Heal all wounds. Plasmium potent pure. Escape even death. Okay, all secrets, all knowledge. Okay, that... I'm getting way too much of a Soul Sanctum vibe from this, even though obviously that person seems a little more, you know, friendlier than the Soul Sanctum stuff, but the escape death kind of vibe, that's, I'm not, The Lakutafta. It's like Albert Einstein bug version. With the hair and everything. We'll never know, yeah. It's a shame. Okay, well that's a discovery. Let me talk to you. Alchemist Xylitol. Hey, what's up, Flamingo? Enjoy the VOD. Also, hello, VOD Flamingo. You just left. I hope you caught up on the VOD now. Pleasure to see you again. A little bit of a friendly time traveling right there. Oh, a new face. Not here to bother, I hope. I have critical studies underway in these twisting tunnels and can afford no distractions. You haven't met Zango, my assistant, by chance. An indolent short, Sloveny, rather unreliable seeming.
Miofene?
I have not, sir. I'm curious, though, about the equipment you have here and the blue liquid contained within. What study consumes you? Ah, yes. So this miraculous substance intrigues you too, a wonder beyond wonders, miracle-made material. Plasmium, a naturally occurring elixir with no equal. It heals wounds and strengthens shell. I suspect it can even defy death itself. Plasmium, you call it. I have encountered its like before, or else a substance of remarkable similarity. Highly unlikely, the grey and barren soil of the mainland could never produce something as singular as this. And that is indisputable fact. Plasmium was first discovered by my master at the farthest edge of Farloom, hidden deep in salt-stricken waters. I brought it to these caves under her direction to study how it flourishes in a foreign place. Now, to my work I must return, unless you have further interest in my precious plasmium or chance upon my truant assistant. Kindly leave me in peace. So I wonder if that's the same sort of like stuff we were using in the first game to get like extra, you know, like temporary HP points or whatever. It seems very similar, right? With those like blue things you hit. I don't know. You linger here still. Perhaps like myself you have been bewitched by the plasmium's beautiful glow. Then join me, you must. A new assistant is needed. Together we shall unlock the secrets of this wondrous substance. Subtropa. Alchemist assistant, promise which? Sure. Excellent! With two bugs at the task, the rate of discovery shall greatly increase. Now, before he up and vanished, my previous assistant seeded the warrens below with plasmium buds. The buds should be ripening as we speak, and the nectar within must be extracted before they reach maturity. With the right tool in claw, collecting the nectar is an easy process. I'll even lend you my own needle file for the job. Once you locate a bud, simply charge the file until readied, then release its needle into a bud's core. Do it right and it will suck out the nectar in one clean pup. Return them to me when you've retrieved the necessary samples. With the right nectar and the right testing, plasmium can reveal even more of its wondrous properties. Assistant, you're still dallying about here. I've eager need for pure plasmium fresh from the bud. Just one fully charged stab of my needle file straight into a ripe bud. You'll suck the plasmium right up. Now pop down into those warm warrens and extract it for me. What could possibly be more important? Oh, by the way, reminds me, has anyone played Replaced? Since we talked about it the other day. Watched some. Downloaded the demo. Nice, nice. Yo, what's up, Cablup? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. I assume you were playing Silksong yourself. Am I correct? What's up, Meow Meow? How's silking? It's silking pretty okay. I've had a few weird days because I've been migraine-ish for the past couple weeks, and so it's been difficult for me to you know, play the game as much as I would like and with as much presence as I would like, but no, I'm enjoying it. Good game. Yeah, thank you for the raid, Kablup. I hope you've been having a lot of fun with the game yourself. I hate this place. Okay, alright, okay. Yeah, replaced. It's like one of those old school adventure platformers games. Like if you've played some of the sort of like, I always call it like the French adventure games of the like early 90s. Some like Flashback or Another World. You may be too young to remember those, but yeah. It's kind of, it feels like a modern successor of those games. I really enjoyed the demo. I'm excited to eventually play the video game, the full game. It seems really good. The aesthetic is wonderful. And it just came out on Steam the other day. I think it was down there, wasn't it? God, I wish I had a map. Let's go. How many of these do I need? 3! Okay. I think I found 2. No, that's not it. Yeah! Nice. What's up, Nori? Hmm. Okay, obviously they don't respawn when you've extracted the juice, so... I do need to go deeper, because I'm not sure there wasn't another one. No, okay. No, absolutely, Kibble Up. Take care of yourself. Thank you again for sending a raid my way. I appreciate it. Thank you. Obviously, I can't watch your content if you're playing Silksong right now, because I'm trying to obviously not get anything spoiled for myself, but I hope that in the future I can come check out your channel. I think that's new. Oh my god, dude. This place is hell. Oof. Yeah, I appreciate that, Kiblub. Have a good rest of your day. Ooh! Okay, those little shits are very annoying to deal with. But yes, I did get multi-binder. I'm still unsure about it. I think for exploration I like it, because it's just straight up more HP that you can just safely, you know, regen. I'm not sure how it's gonna feel for boss fights. We did a little bit of science on it and figured out that the first trigger procs faster than the normal heal. So, you know, there could be a benefit of getting at least 2 HP, and then you're protected by the bell, so the, you know, even if you don't get the second hit, you still got a little bit of HP faster. I don't know. We literally like did almost frame by frame testing earlier. So yeah, we don't want any help around here, Nori. Your help is not required or welcome. But come out, come out. There you go. What's up, Zia? How are you doing today? Ooh. Yeah, no, we have very strict rules about any sort of game information around here. I'm trying to figure everything out by myself. Ugh. See, I wonder... God damn it. There's something up there. I'm not sure how I can even get there. I could force it, but... hold on. Woke up from a nap, also plagued with migraines. Oh, I'm sorry, Zia. That fucking sucks. Migraines are literally the worst. Okay, if I jump right after this... Yeah, that was stupid, because there was obviously a way to get there. There was obviously a way to get there from here. But hey, I got up there. I thought it was possible, and I proved it to myself. Not mad about it. Speedrun strats. I actually don't think you gain any time because it's getting hit sort of like freezes you in place, you know. But hey, it was fun to do. It's nice to test your limits, you know. Oh. Where are we? I'm not sure where we are right now. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's go back in there. God, I hate this place. Oh. I will be honest, I did not realize I was back there. Not all those who wander are lost, but I definitely am. Yeah, that's the second one I found earlier. Ah, God! Wrong button. Oh, piece of shit. I thought I had figured out a trick to get them out of the ground, but... Okay, that's kind of unfair. Let's do this. Choke. Alright, 2 out of 3. Last one. No, that's the place. Yeah. Fuck. What? What? Hold on. Okay. That's where the first one was, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the main entrance with the... Yeah. Okay, so hold on. I think it means that I need to get out in that sort of like big hole that I found with like the pilgrims, and then back in through another way, because I don't think... I think we've explored most of the main area we're in right now. God damn it. That's the guy, right? Yep. Alright, let's take a rest here. Oh, I haven't read that one. The Craggler, a thick-plated scuttler that prefers high places, holds an extensive supply of searing acid in a layered sac within its shell. The acid rains from its mouth upon any creature it sees as food. What? Liquid life seed extracted from a ripe bud possesses regenerative qualities. Got 2 out of 3. Yeah, but I think I need to go, I mean, it does lure them out. That's pretty fucking cool, though. Ouch. It's still gonna attack you right away, but... Yeah! Hey! Poor little bug. Alright, where does that... Taro! Oh my god. The relief!
Benny Frank.
Greetings, Chakra. It was a welcome surprise to hear your call echo through these crumbling tunnels. How goes the search for your master? Oshanka! It's a difficult task to track anything in these caverns while the worms ceaselessly churn the rock, I agree. Still, I can see that my master has traveled here. Her path within this land winds strangely. I wonder at her intent. It is no matter though, she can enlighten me when again we meet. Until then, I will continue in her shadow. Worm-ridden caverns, shaking and unstable, there remains faint signs that pilgrims once traveled these tight paths. Yes. You have purchased the last of my mapping stock for now. Stay alive on your journey, and when our paths next cross, we may trade again. Garama! Cheshka! Kika! It doesn't feel that complicated now that I have the map in front of me, but... yeah. It's way smaller than I felt like it was. That's the funny part, I think. So that's where the bug is. That's the weave nest. Have I been in there? Surely. Yeah, no, for sure, Reki. It totally reminds me of Deep Nest. Very much the same sort of vibe. The relentless, you know, like enemies that just keep blocking your way, don't die, and you know. What's up, Tuxon? How are you doing today? Love it when a map comes together. Yeah. It's always pleasant to add another portion of the map, for sure. Starting to look good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've explored all that. I mean, surely I must have. Oh. I mean, I probably did, and I just don't remember. Ow. Another one of these. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh my god, are the spirits singing? Dude. I was like, who's singing? And then I saw the spirits coming up. Worthy, ardent, harden the path, suffer no more. Dear one, held in our hearts, remembered. Oh my god, thematically appropriate. Harden the path, held in our hearts. Yeah, I mean, in the first game, DJ, we already see a bunch of like ghosts in like a cemetery, and obviously there's Soul Sanctum where they research the soul and all that. Pretty crazy though. No, I don't think you hear their voices really. They're just, you know, they're just there. Dead Bug's Purse. Okay, what does that do? Discarded purse of a fallen pilgrim allows the bearer to retain some rosaries upon defeat. Weak. You meant the text? Yeah. Do you think I speak the language of the bugs? And even if they were singing, do you think I speak their language? Yeah, no, I meant the text, yes. That is really cool. What a nice little spot. Tropa. I mean, it is, you know, if you have bad earbuds, which most earbuds are pretty mediocre, but yeah, having like a proper headset, it's kind of like hearing a fifth dimension. We're probably hearing a lot more than you are when listening to things. A frustrating fiend, they flee beneath the bone whenever I try to strike them down. It's true. Very annoying. And that was cool. Now I want to go see Pilby's body again and see if his spirit can talk to me through song. I mean, I did play a song for him and nothing happened, but... Man. Where's the last fucking thing? A lot of great wired earbuds. Yeah, but it's never gonna... I don't doubt that there are really great ones, but I've had some like really great ones. Especially like when I was playing music, I had some like monitoring earbuds that were like $900. It, you know, still doesn't have the same sort of definition and soundstage as a good pair of headphones. I mean, it is precise, yes. Like especially again, like monitoring earbuds are meant to be like super precise. So yeah. Some wires. Yeah, I don't know. I like my wired headphones. I get the convenience, but I don't care. Give me quality. I would like to not die. Thank you. Okay, there's a shortcut down there. Oh god! That's the shortcut that... Oh! Oh shit. To explore that in a minute. But first this. Yes, thank you. Was that a flea? Oh my god! That poor flea's getting... Oh my lord. Awoo! Ah, let's go! Monsters, I know. Terrible. Poor little flea was getting tormented. Oh, that was nice. Doesn't help me find the last blue thing, but maybe up there. Okay. All right. Okay. EI. Nope. But still something. Oh, just a rosary? Fuck me, dude. I want actual rewards. Yeah, I'm really not sure. That's the guy, right? Yeah. Ah, fuck off. I mean, because I clearly cannot access that, which means I need another skill for this. Maybe I'm just not ready to complete this area. Yeah, I need more tools. Maybe I need to go to another area first. I don't know. Oh, I might have not explored this part. Or did I? No, I don't think I did. This is very dark. I think I peeked in there and I was like, I'll come back later. Well, now it's later, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is exceptionally dark. I don't think we've been here. Ah. Hold on. Yes. Let's go. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's be a little bit methodical here. Okay, that's it for that. Now what about this place? Oh boy. Boss fight? Question mark? More spirits. Too dark. The buds must grow. To our dead lands life. Only a little spark. I'm sorry, what? I never noticed that it did that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. What's with the blue Life is Strange butterfly thing? What a weird... Yeah, it really looks like the Life is Strange butterfly for sure. It's It's another one of those places where I'm like, nothing, there's nothing there. There has to be something, right? It can be just for spirit singing. Like, there has to be more than that. I have to take a note. It's slightly up and left of a bone grave. We'll have to add to the map eventually. So we haven't even added bone grave yet. Yeah, map to complete. I love that. Just like left, so it's somewhere like here. Passage, secret passage, all the way down left. One ways. Butterfly, blue butterfly flower, spirit singing. Nothing else? Question mark. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. And I wonder, like, it seems like there's a body of some kind right on the ground. I don't know what that is. Could that be... Oh, shit! I wonder if that's... the dude's apprentice. He does look a little bit similar-ish. He has a pouch, right, to maybe collect those things. I think he might be the dude's apprentice. Let's see if we can talk to him about that. There's more things down there, though. Let's finish exploring before we go back up, I guess. Oh boy. What do you have? A memory locket. Nice, 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 nice. Never mad to find one of these. Nothing? It's very suspicious. Did I find something there? Previously? I don't know. God damn it. That was dumb. It's okay. We're at destination.
Let's go.
Assistant, how goes your work? Have you extracted a sufficient amount of plasmium for me? Give the items, yes. Ah, and exactly the required amount. The satisfactory effort, assistant. With this pure plasmium extract, I may finally come to understand this wondrous substance. Alchemist's assistant, wish granted.
Gotta say.
Since you have proven yourself capable, a capable assistant, take this delightful implement of my own invention, a plasmium file. With it, you can inject precious plasmium straight to your body, almost painlessly.
Nesvir?
Your tool certainly looks sharp enough to pierce my shell, sir, but why would I want to do so? Because filling your body with plasmium is so beneficial. It protects you from harm, and it feels so exquisitely good. My assistant and I have been injecting plasmium into the local flora and fauna since we arrived. No ill effects have been observed, and so we can conclude that the process is utterly, completely safe. I do not believe that. Keep using the plasmium file and enjoy all the wonderful effects it has on your body. If you ever run out of plasmium, visit me again. I'll charge a few rosaries for refills, but you can be confident that every bead goes towards our vital studies. Spear file containing plasmium. Injecting the liquid allows one to gain health beyond their natural limits. So yeah, it is the exact same substance as in the first game. Very cool. I was hoping I could talk to him about his assistance because I'm pretty sure I found him, but maybe another time. Oh, Zilotol. Alright, well, obviously there's still this area that we need to explore, but we need... feels like we need a higher jump or something. Not sure. Oh. Okay. I think the next destination might have to be Sinner's Road. I don't know. Blasted Steps feels like the way forward towards the palace, right? The citadel. It's kind of going up there. I feel like doing all the things that appear a little more optional maybe first. I don't know, that's just me. I think Greymoor is the destination. Oh, I don't know what I'm thinking about that now, but I don't know if anyone's watching the Scrubs sequel, reboot, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's officially a sequel, actually. But last week's episode was... wow. I think the season finale is actually today or tomorrow. It's a short season. But man, that last episode... super intense. You're talking about the pit? No, I'm talking about Scrubs. Season... officially... They just called it Scrubs, but officially it's season 10, right? Yeah, that last episode was maybe one of the best episodes in the entire series, you know, including the first run of the show. Definitely the strongest of the newer episodes. Yeah, I think a lot of shows are ending like around now. Shrinking ended last week.
Osono abade.
Yeah, Sanders Road. But yeah, watching it's interesting because I was watching that episode of Scrubs made me look up what else Bill Lawrence was doing these days, because obviously, you know, he did Scrubs, which I love, Ted Lasso, which I loved, Shrinking, which I love, and he has a new show called Rooster with Steve Carell, Phil Dunster, who played Jamie Tart in Ted Lasso, and a bunch of other great actors. In fact, the reason why I knew he was doing that is because people were talking about man, the dude who plays Dr. Cox in Scrubs, McGinley. I don't remember his first name. John? Ted? Whatever. He is also in Rooster. And John? Oh yeah, Ted McGinley is a different actor, right? Who plays Derek in Shrinking. Yeah. Anyway, not related. But yeah, so I didn't know what Rooster was about, and I read like the first 3 words of the pitch, which was a middle-aged author. As soon as I read that, I was like, "Oh, I'm watching it. I don't need to see anything else. I'm watching that show." No regrets so far. I've only seen 2 episodes. I think there's like 4 or 5 currently out. It just started. So yeah, I've only seen 2 episodes, but it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. I like it. What do you think about Shrinking's ending? I don't know. I think overall, I think season 3 was a little weaker. Well, a little more uneven than the previous 2. I think they stuck the landing. It very much feels like it was written to be the ending of the show, right? And then it got renewed for a 4th season. So now they're making the way they've been presenting it is that this story is over. They're making a new story with the same characters. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. But yeah, no, it was all right. I think the ending of season 2 was the strongest point of the show, and I don't feel like they've quite delivered on the promises that the ending of season 2 made. Yeah, I mean, it was written as an ending. I think it was renewed after they finished production. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway. That's gonna be our time for today, I think. We will resume this next time. Yeah, we made some progress. A little bit. Thank you, Ren, for the tier 3 25 months. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ren, you will be remembered. Anyway, that's the weekend for me, so I'll see you guys on Sunday, 7 p.m. Central European Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for more adventures of Silksong. Presumably. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for the support. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, or night. Have a great weekend. See you guys on Sunday. And until then, remember me and I will remember you.